I am connecting from my farm in Vermont. Hope everybody's well and staying healthy. We're going to talk today about cleansing. I just want to take a little bit of a break from all of the panic and just stay calm and focus on other things, which is beauty. I think that beauty gives us like that great avenue for entertaining our minds and just making us feel better, look better, because as history has taught us, these times have come in the past and there's light at the end of the tunnel. This too shall pass. So I hope that everybody just kind of like tunes out of the news and all the craziness that it's going on, and let's just focus on beauty, on natural beauty. I mean, we've been realizing more than ever during these times that taking care of ourselves, especially our health, is a priority. I mean, we've been kind of like talking about this lifestyle for many years. It's the reason why I started my brand, like the whole wellness movement. It's, why we started. And I know that sometimes nature tends to sound a bit unscientific, but I think that nature has taught us that it's very powerful and that you can get amazing results from nature. And not only that, but it can also heal us and make us feel better. So, and also Credo, by the way, has been a partner of ours that has pioneered this lifestyle and has been really talking to everybody about how important it is to be well and to practice wellness on a daily basis, like taking a really close look at what we eat, how we live our lives, that it's so important. So as I was saying, we are going to focus on beauty, and I want to specifically focus on cleansing. So cleansing, I think that it's been one of the most underestimated categories in beauty. Everybody thinks that cleansing is kind of like this irrelevant step, that it almost doesn't matter because it's just about cleansing the skin and might as well just cleanse it with whatever, right? But when you cleanse with the wrong things and you cleanse with a lot of detergents-based products, what you get is that you get a lot of barrier degradation. So your barrier, basically what's protecting the skin, just opens up and it gets degraded, and then all that moisturizer that you put on from the night before or in the morning, it just goes, it evaporates, and then your skin is just kind of like stripped and dry and scaly. So I love to talk about cleansers because we formulate our cleansers with like if they were treatments for your skin, not just like an irrelevant product that's just there to remove dirt and to cleanse, but really our cleansers are cleansing treatments for the skin, which is really important. Like if you have a lot of dirt and accumulation of pigments or sunscreen or dead skin on your skin, a lot of what you put afterwards is not gonna penetrate as well into your skin. So to cleanse the skin is the most important first step for the health of your skin, and that for everything else that you apply afterwards to just act better and penetrate better. So you get like a better bang for your buck almost by just cleansing really well. I'm just gonna move this a little bit. So let's talk about the Nourishing Oil Cleanser. So basically the oil cleanser, which is this one right here. I don't know if you can see it. Is basically, a lot of people are freaked out with oil cleansers. First and foremost, a lot of people ask me like, well, I'm oily, I break out with oil, should I be using an oil cleanser? Is that right for me? So yeah, I mean, it depends on what the oils that are in your cleanser, right? Like if it's a lot of mineral oil or like really big, kind of like what's called occlusive oils that just kind of like block your pores, yeah, you might break out. But when you're using the right type of oils are actually like really fabulous. Oils are kind of like a cleanser that it's an amazing cleanser for like your first cleanse. That's why I love using it at night after a long day. Like when I double cleanse, like an oil cleanser is typically like that first cleanser that I use, because oils are really good at removing dirt, oil, debris, sunscreen, like everything that it's lying in the outer layer of the skin. So oil kind of like removes all the big particles from the skin. That's why oils make such amazing makeup removers. So they kind of like take like that first layer of dirt from the skin, and the other thing that they do is that they also help improve the barrier of the skin, which is really nice. So it doesn't affect the barrier at all. It actually just makes your barrier even better. Some of the ingredients that are in this oil cleanser is squalene. I don't know if you guys are familiar with squalene, but squalene is like one of those ingredients that have a very similar chemistry to your own sebum of the skin. So it just really helps improve the quality of like your cellular adhesion. The other ingredient that it's here, it's an ingredient that comes from our farm in Vermont. As you guys know, we make our products in the farm, and we also have a garden in the farm where we make a small portion of the ingredients that we use in our products. But one of the only ingredient that we make is this ingredient that we call the state-grown beauty complex, that it's a mixture of herbs that grow in our garden. So it has arnica. It has, arnica is amazing because it helps with inflammation. Also, it has calendula, that it helps with the soothing of the skin. It also contains borage, that it's a natural multivitamin. It contains meadowsweet, that it has natural salicylic acid, and it also contains a lot of alfalfa that has a lot of natural chlorophyll to help oxygenate the skin. It also has ingredients like sacha inchi. I mean, the Nourishing Oil Cleanser has a total of 27 actives. So it's really a mixture of 27 different oils that are there acting in your skin. So today I'm gonna talk about not only all of the cleansers, which I'm gonna introduce you guys, but I'm also gonna do this triple cleanse that I like doing, and I typically like starting with the oil cleanser. So I'm gonna go ahead and kind of like do it as we're talking so that you guys see what I do when I triple cleanse, which is something that I don't do every day. By no means I am suggesting that the triple cleansing is a thing that needs to happen every day, but it's once in a while is really nice, especially after you have traveled, or if you exercise a lot and wear a lot of sunscreen, or if you sweat a lot and you do a lot of exercise, things like that. I feel that triple cleansing is something that you should do like once a week, maybe every 2 weeks. I like to do it when I feel that my skin looks tired, so I'm gonna walk you guys through it. I'm not in a bathroom because the setup in the bathroom was a little complicated, but I'm here in my living room and we had set up so that we can do all of this. Okay, I have a clip over here. So I don't know if you guys want to follow along, but I'm happy if you guys follow along and do this with me. So I'm going to bring some towels. Give me 1 second. For a bowl with towels. So I can do this here from my living room. I'm so used to doing beauty classes that I do from everywhere. The last beauty class I did, we were like under a little like choza in the beach in Colombia a couple of weeks ago. It feels like forever now, but it was just a few weeks ago. Okay, so we're going to start with the oil cleanser as step 1. And I like using like 2 pumps. You rub it between your hands, and then you apply it everywhere. In your forehead, in your cheeks, around your eyes. This is the only cleanser that we have that is an amazing makeup remover. And you can use around your eyes. All of our other cleansers, usage around the eyes is really not recommended. And the neck. So many people are concerned about the neck. They obsess about the neck. But I ask them, like, do you cleanse your neck? And they're like, no. I'm like, well, let's start cleansing our neck. So I always love including the neck in everything that I do. Not only the cleansing, but even in like the products that follow, it's kind of like chest up. Okay, so that's the cleanser. I have like one of these little face towels. But this cleanser, when you mix it with water, it turns into a milk. I don't know if you guys can tell. It's like a really light milk. And I'm just going to remove it with this little towel. I think that because it's also a makeup remover, it's great to remove it with something, especially if you have a lot of makeup on your skin, not just to like take it off like in the sink, because then you might not get all the makeup off. And then your neck and under, like here, all the submandibular, very important to clean. I mean, I've been showering like twice a day during this day. So like, seems like you cannot be clean enough. Okay. So there you go. Removed. First cleanser, oil cleanser. Okay, so next cleanser, when I do the triple cleanse, now I want to start going deeper, right? Like the oil cleanser, it's all about like the exterior of your skin, particles that are sitting in the outer layer. But now you want to start going deeper and now that you've removed like that first things that are sitting on top, now we want to go and tackle the things that happen below the skin or in your pores and do kind of like a deeper cleanse. So I oscillate between two cleansers depending on where I've been or what's happening in my life. So sometimes I do the Purifying Cleanser. This is a really spicy cleanser. I don't recommend this cleanser if you are very sensitive or have rosacea, eczema, psoriasis, like any underlying like skin condition. This might not be the right cleanser for you. And it's like a juice cleanse for your skin. It removes the pollution, which is, I don't know if you guys realize, but it's the second biggest cause of aging after sun damage. So pollution is very important to keep it on check. And also it helps with your pores. It helps clean out the pores. And it's one of my favorite cleansers. It's also kind of like a chameleon cleanser, like those cleansers that change textures. So when you pump it into your hands, it's like a gel. I don't know if you guys can see it. But then when you rub it in, it turns into an oil. And then when you mix it with water, it turns into a milk. See? And then your skin doesn't have any residue behind it. That's one of the things that I really love about it. This cleanser also contains a lot of ginger and silver fir and purple clay, and it has like an amazing detoxifying blend that works by lowering the temperature of your skin and helps activate the lymphatic drainage. Or the other cleanser that I like to do as the second cleanse is this one, the Clarifying Cleanser. This is the green cleanser, and this cleanser also has like 12 different actives. This is the only cleanser that we have that it's foaming. All of the other ones are non-foaming. And this one actually foams with a lot of starches. So it doesn't have SLS and a lot of those damaging detergents. It actually cleanses your skin with tapioca starch and cassava starch. I don't know if you guys are familiar with those root vegetables, but it's really, really great. I formulated also this cleanser for people that love to feel their skin like super clean, like not stripped, but they love like that deep cleanse feel. Also for my clients that have blemish prone skin, that produce a lot of oil or that tend to be more blemishy. This cleanser works really well for that skin type. I am dry and I am obsessed with using it. And I also love how it has like this cooling effect in the skin. So you can use it, of course, in your hand and then use a dry. I mean, if you guys have seen, we promote a lot of dry cleansing, because when you just put the cleanser and then mix it with water, it gets diluted a lot. So I love this idea of just putting the cleanser right on your skin and getting all the effects and then removing it from the skin. This cleanser, I've gotten into this little habit of putting it like in a little bowl and then just doing like 1 or 2 pumps. You don't need a lot. And then I use a brush. You can use any brush. I have this one's the Tata Harper brush. And you put a little bit of water, and then you create like a little foam. I'm gonna show you. I'm not sure if you guys can see the foam. But then I love putting it on the skin with the brush. It feels so soothing. Also, this cleanser helps balance a lot of sebum. It has chlorella that it gives it its color. And it also has a lot of mint extract that gives it that cooling sensation that I was talking about earlier. So, of course, you don't need to do it with this brush, but if you guys need like that extra soothing or just love those extra soothing steps, go ahead and try this. This is like really nice. I don't know if you guys love cleansing. For me, cleansing is almost like masking. It's become like super important to be clean. So there you go. You're super clean. And then I'm going to grab another one of these towelettes. And I'm going to remove. The great thing about this towel is that it covers your whole face. Typically use this in a lot of our master classes. If you guys have ever come to one of our beauty classes, everybody loves these from the class. And they also love the sponges from the class, which we'll use later. But yeah, okay. So basically with this cleanser now you feel like super extra clean. This cleanser is one of our most popular cleansers. So I think that people just really love how clean it makes their skin. And I'm just going to pat dry a tiny bit, because now we're going to use our third cleanse. And I love putting it dry on my skin. So the third cleanse is this one. It's called our Regenerating Cleanser. This is a multi-award winner for us. This cleanser has won maybe 20 different beauty awards since we launched 10 years ago. It was also one of the few products that we formulated in the line, and it's been one of those desert island products for me. People ask me like, what would you take into a deserted island? And this is definitely one of those things. This cleanser, it's basically a daily exfoliating treatment, like it says here in the blurb. And a lot of people have different ideas around exfoliation. Some people exfoliate once a week. Some other people exfoliate every other day. Some other people just like exfoliating like once a month. I love the idea of exfoliating every single day, because the reality is that we shed skin, dead skin cells every single day, no matter what. And most of that skin cell accumulation happens at night while we're sleeping. Part of our circadian rhythm, which is this rhythm that we all have that resets our organs at night. It starts around 10:30, and basically new skin cells grow and old skin cells die. And when a skin cell die, it basically just flattens and accumulates in the last layer of the skin, creating a lot of buildup. And that's one of the things that I was saying, how I think that when you have all that buildup, then when you follow with your serum, with your eye cream, with your moisturizer, a lot of those things are not gonna penetrate as well, just because you have all that dead skin on top, and it's kind of like you don't get maximum absorption. So I created the Regenerating Cleanser as a daily exfoliant. It's really gentle enough that you can use it every single day. And one of the things that I really love about it, aside that it has 16 active ingredients, is that it's the perfect combination of chemical and physical exfoliation, because you obviously need both to do a really good kind of like decongestion of your skin. I use it every single day. I like to use it in the morning because, you know, I wake up and it's not like my skin is necessarily dirty, right? Like you've been sleeping. But definitely you have that accumulation of dead skin cells that I was talking about. So I love just removing all that dead skin in the morning when I wake up. And I also love using this cleanser as like the last step in this triple cleanse routine. So I'm gonna show you this cleanser. It looks like that. It's like a creamy cleanser, but it has a lot of apricot seed powder, microspherical spheres that give you a lot of the physical exfoliation. And then it has also enzymes from pomegranate that give you the chemical exfoliation. And it also contains a lot of willow bark that gives you another form of chemical exfoliation, which is through BHAs, beta hydroxy acids. So I love to apply this dry on the skin. Let's apply it everywhere, and then here, like in the forehead, you want to make sure that you polish really well those areas that you touch a lot, because that's where you typically get more blackheads. And enzymes are like Pac-Man. They eat dirt. That's what they do. They act, you know, like that old school Pac-Man, like that. They eat. They dissolve and digest everything that you have in the upper layer of the skin. And then the willow bark just helps kind of like slog it off. And also willow bark, because it's oil soluble, it's more effective to go inside of your pores to help reduce a lot of like the blackheads and the accumulation of all that dirt. And sometimes makeup gets inside of the pores, so it really helps you, give you like a really good cleanse. So I like to polish until the cleanser turns white. And then let's do the same here with the neck. I've been paying so much attention to my neck lately. I have to say, it was one of those sins, you know, skincare sins that I wasn't really paying attention to. And then all of a sudden you turn 40 and you're in your 40s and you're like, whoa, okay, time to take care of your neck. So there, you should look like that. And now I'm gonna use one of the sponges. I don't know if you guys recognize this from our beauty classes. We're always obsessed with them. They always want to buy them, asking us where we get them. We honestly buy them for the classes. I think we get them at Spa Direct. And they're very easy to find. And they're great for removing this cleanser. Great to do it with both hands. This cleanser is better also like if you're home, removing it in your sink, because it has like a lot of the apricot seed powder. So sometimes when you take it with the sponges and everything, it does leave some of the seeds behind. Then just like tap dry. And that, I swear to you guys that this is one of the secrets of why I feel that I don't need that much makeup and that my skin is glowy, is because I exfoliate every day, and also because I pay a lot of attention to cleansing the skin. So a lot of what I put afterwards just acts better. It acts quicker, it acts better, everything absorbs quicker into the skin, and then you just see that glow that I didn't have before. Well, you guys can tell. Let me put my hair back down. See? Like, this is a good time, guys, where a lot of us don't need to be using a lot of makeup. So just to let the skin breathe and let kind of like your skin recover. I think that it's so important. So I know that a lot of you guys have questions, and I'm gonna try to answer as much as I can live. So one of the questions I have here is, what is one of the best ways to cleanse if you have sensitive skin? So I think that if you have sensitive skin, I would stick to a lot of creamy cleansers. Like, for example, we have a cleanser that's called Refreshing Cleanser, that it's a version of our award winner, bestseller, regenerating cleanser that has a lot of chemical exfoliation, but that doesn't have physical exfoliation. I feel that physical exfoliation or ingredients that help kind of like activate a lot of like like things in the Purifying Cleanser that help activate a lot of like your circulation and that stimulates the skin too much are really not good. And then the other cleansers types that I would stick to is a lot of oil cleansers, especially when they are emulsified with water and you can remove the oil from your skin and it doesn't leave a film and a residue behind. The other question I have here is, how do you cleanse in the AM? I don't want to cleanse twice a day. Do you agree? No, I don't agree. I'm sorry. I think that you should cleanse in the AM and the PM. I think that the cleanse in the AM is a little bit more, if you are really adamant about just cleansing once, I think that I would skip then the cleanse in the AM and I would cleanse in the PM, because the PM is when you've been out and about, like you've been putting makeup, you've been touching your face, like you've been exercising, doing a lot of things, and that's when probably your skin is the dirtiest. So if you're just going to choose one time to cleanse, it's going to be definitely at night, not in the morning, because the morning you've been sleeping and then, and then you shower and then a lot of water might come through your skin, and the skin is not dirty necessarily. I mean, it depends with what you sleep, but normally it wouldn't be dirty. So but if you can cleanse AM and PM, it would be the best case scenario. Okay, sorry. At least you're cleansing though. I hear so many people that don't like to cleanse, that I don't know how they do it. They're like, oh, should I cleanse at all? I'm like, honey, yes, you must cleanse your skin. What do you mean? Okay, what steps come after cleansing? So that's actually, I love that question because it's at the basis of like what we teach in our beauty classes, which is kind of like that how you layer your skincare does matter. Especially for maximum absorption, right? Because we don't want, a lot of the products that we put on our skin for treatment and after cleansing, then it comes a lot of products that are typically on the most expensive side. So you don't want to just be wasting, you want to take the most advantage of them. So the best way to layer products so that you get maximum absorption is to try to go from the more liquidy product into the thicker products. So for example, after I cleanse, I love adding an essence, not a toner, but an essence. They're different. Toners are more ingredients products that help with astringency and that dry out the skin. Essences are the antithesis of a toner. They actually hydrate your skin. And the other really special function of an essence that is definitely part of our essences is that they help with penetration enhancement, meaning everything that you apply after you apply an essence goes deeper inside of the skin. So I love applying an essence, and then after I do the essence, then I do my two most important anti-aging products, right? I'm not sure if you guys know what those are, but it's typically a serum and an eye cream, right? The two most important anti-aging products. Because you have the essence on your skin that is going to help everything penetrate deeper. So you don't want anything in between anything in between. You want to make sure that that essence takes deeper the most important things. So that's what I do following the essence, a serum and an eye cream. And then after you've done that, then you want to follow with moisturizer, which is, typically all about hydration. Serums and eye creams are products that help you with anti-aging, that helps you with wrinkle reduction, that help you with antioxidants, tightening, firming, all the wonderful things that our serums typically do. And then if you're into oils, into face oils, then that would be the step after you moisturize, right? Because typically oils have the biggest molecules of all products, and you don't want to do the mistake of putting an oil first and then try to put your serum and eye cream last, because serums and eye creams typically have like smaller molecular weight ingredients that if you put an oil first, it's like oil penetrates everything, but not everything penetrates oil. So oil always goes last, and then after you do oil, then you do sunscreen, right? That's the ultimate huge molecule. especially if you use mineral sunscreen. Like those molecules just sit on top of your skin to reflect light back, and they're not supposed to be absorbed at all. So you want to do that last, along with your makeup, right? That are also products that are not supposed to penetrate into your skin at all. Best products for brightening. That's the next question. We have two. I mean, we have a couple. It depends on how you want to define brightening. So we have in the Supernatural collection, which is our most targeted collection, we have two products. We have a little duo that's called the Concentrated Brightening Essence and the Concentrated Brightening Serum. Those two products not only help even tone and help with making the skin more glowy, but they actually help with sun damage, hyperpigmentation, a lot of reduction of just that stubborn dark spots on the skin. So those are the products that we have for hyperpigmentation. But then also in the line we have products that help the skin become brighter, right? Like glow, reduce redness, also just make the skin tone more even. And those are, some of those products are, for example, the resurfacing serum is wonderful at brightening your skin and giving you all of that. It actually has a technology that doesn't rely necessarily on acids. Even though it has acids, it has a technology that we bring from Israel, that it's these molecules, these carotenoids from tomatoes, that they act like a solar panel and they trap light and they spread that light all over your skin. It's pretty surreal. It feels like looking a lot of the clinical data, it almost feels like you're living in Avatar land. And when you look at them in a dark room and you put like that dark light, they like immediately glow. It's pretty awesome. So the resurfacing serum and the resurfacing mask help a lot with brightening in the skin. So I think that we have two more questions. The next one is, do you need to wear sunscreen indoors? So, I mean, I have to admit that I am probably not the most regular with the sunscreen. I try to not spend a lot of time outdoors necessarily. And if I do, I wear a hat, or if I'm like in the beach or gardening, that's the type of occasion where I wear sunscreen. But for my regular day to day, I don't. I have to admit, I'm by no means suggesting that this is what you guys could do, because everybody thinks differently, and there are studies that suggest that UV light, even inside of the house, damages your skin. I am just not someone that likes doing that because I break out. I don't even can stand makeup, let alone like SPF in a daily basis. I'm not a big fan, but so I personally don't do it, and I feel that is really like a personal choice. I actually know some people that wear sunscreen while they sleep, which I honestly don't get that at all, but there's some people that like to take it to extreme. So that's that. Let's see what else. Can you recommend anything for pregnancy breakouts? I think that, the resurfacing mask would be what I would recommend for you. Pregnancy just wreaks havoc in your skin sometimes, and it makes your skin very moody. At least mine was like all over the place when I was pregnant. I think that the resurfacing mask would be great. It's super gentle, and it's really amazing with breakouts. But if you want to take it a step further, I think that the clarifying moisturizer, it's also like really amazing for your skin. So because it's meant for people that are more blemish prone, it does contain essential oils, and so some people are funny about using essential oils when they're pregnant, and we don't use any of the oils that are controversial, problematic when you're pregnant. So I would definitely maybe bring it to your doctor or show them the essential oils that are included in the products and kind of like take it from there. But I wouldn't recommend you doing anything super harsh. Thank you so much, guys, for tuning in. My girls just walked in. Say hi, guys. I'm finishing a live video.
Hi.
Well, they were asking about like things for blemish prone skin, and I just talked about your clarifying moisturizer that you love so much.
Purifying moisturizer. You mean cleanser?
Yeah, you like
Mask
the cleanser
and the mask.
and the mask. The mask is really powerful, guys. By the way, the clarifying mask. It contains a lot of acids, and it really helps with blemish-prone skin. But all of our products are in the Credo website, so credo.com. You can go in there and find everything. And thank you guys so much for tuning in, and I hope that this was helpful and that you guys learned a little bit from all of this. Mwah, mwah, mwah. Send kisses, guys.
Mwah.
Mira, tú, Tati, say hi. Mwah. Bye.
Mwah.